Hi, ladies and gentlemen. Hi, Voodoo here again, as usual, or better said, as always. In any case, it's video time again. The last time I covered, the last time that I did a video, I covered one of the voodoo spirits, one of the Loa called Baron Samedi, and we're going to continue that trend. Another one of the Loa has asked me to do a video on him, and that is no one else but the Loa or voodoo spirit Papa Legba. He's also one of the main spirits within the voodoo pantheon. Hold on for a second. Yeah, so let's get right down to it, okay? Before I continue, I do need to state that they are a lot alike, and we're going to do things a bit backwards today. Let's start off with appearance. Papa Legba looks very similar to Baron Samedi. Appearance is that also of a Rastafarian black man wearing neat clothing that generally speaking black people that live in the Caribbean bury their dead in use. Okay, so a neat suit, white blackish suit. So let's just say a black suit with a white under t-shirt or a t-shirt underneath it, and he appears more as a Rastafarian guy or a Rastafarian gentleman, so one with dreadlocks and semi-baldish. So yeah, they do look a lot alike, okay? The difference is that Papa Legba is an attitude. Papa Legba is more humble and he's more humble, whereas Baron Samedi, like I discussed, or as I discussed, is Baron Samedi is more mischievous in nature. But that's normal because, like I said already, that is in his nature. But Papa Legba is, how should I put it? Papa Legba is, he's more humble, like I said. He's more calm, quiet, cool, collective, and so on. Okay, that is the difference between the two, but they do look a lot alike. Okay, Baron Samedi is more, like I discussed, he has more of a malevolent-like appearance, okay, or semi-malevolent, okay, someone that is intimidating. Whereas Baron Samedi, but that's Baron Samedi. Whereas Papa Legba is more. You'll have to excuse me, okay. I just started recording this video on the go, like most of my videos, but these Loas, these voodoo spirits are a lot of like. These two in particular, I am not going to make any statements about the rest, but these two are a lot alike, so hence me almost getting them confused. In any case, that is it regarding appearance, okay. So short summary, okay, Baron Samedi looks more malevolent. Papa Legba, he appears almost in the same way, but he is more humble, more friendly. But for the rest, their energies feel similar. Their appearance is a lot alike, almost brother-like or sibling-like in nature. The only difference is that Papa Legba, which I'm discussing, of course, whom this video is about, appears more as a Rastafarian gentleman with dreadlocks, and the notable differences in appearance, like I said, Papa Legba is more friendly, the quiet, calm, cool, and collective type, whereas Baron Samedi again is more mischievous and malevolent in nature, but not as in a way of harming you. He just appears that way. Let's just say semi-intimidating at the very least. And unsurprisingly too, regarding correspondences, Papa Legba is also lunar. No different like Baron Samedi. Based on everything that I said, you can see why, okay? Why they look a lot alike and why there are so many similarities between the two. Just like Baron Samedi, Papa Legba is also a lunar spirit, but he specifically corresponds to 5 degrees in Cancer, and that 5 degrees stands for acquisition. The key word or key note to keep in mind is acquisition. So Papa Legba is more someone that likes to collect things, that's more fond of gifts. Okay, not saying Baron Samedi isn't, but Papa Legba is more fond of gifts. And like I said, his energy, despite that being a lot similar to Baron Samedi, is also has a small difference in the sense that his energy feels more friendlier less hostile, and again, just overall less dark. Okay, but it is still, let's just say 80% and 90%, it almost feels the same. I'm sorry that I have to bring up Baram Samiri's name so often, but you can see why, okay? There is a strong similarity between the two. Yeah, okay, and that is it. Regarding Papa Legba, what he offers in the way of a magician or any spirit that wants, any occultist that wants to work with him, it is simply good fortune and abundance within daily life dealings, okay? So anything from money to anything that you want to go well. If you want to improve your quality of life overall, if you want to get the most out of daily life, then yeah, Papa Legba can definitely help with that. Hold on for a second, let me double check that. And yeah, other than that, Papa Legba is a stand-up spirit, okay, a stand-up guy, or a spirit, a stand-up guy kind of spirit. He is honest, decent, generally speaking, can be friendly, courteous, and is willing to help anyone that appeals to him, okay. But also keep in mind that Papa Legba is also one to instigate minor changes, minorly unpleasant changes into one's life. So that means that if you want success, that success will have to come at a cost of something, and Papa Legba will simply every now and then cause instability in order to progress. Okay, like the saying goes, or as the saying goes, no pain, no gain. The same applies in terms of, specifically in terms of dealings with others, okay? You might notice a change or somewhat of an instability in terms of the relationships of those that you get involved with, or those that you are already involved with. It doesn't matter what kind of relationship it is, business or romantic or otherwise, from anything from friendships to love-based connections, okay? There might be an influx there, okay? There might be some intermittency there, so instability. You might notice some erraticness on that part if you do work with Legba, or if you intend on working with Papa Legba. But again, all of this is to improve your daily life and to improve your quality of life. Yeah, and that is all. Papa Legba is the kind of spirit that takes initiative, okay? He's a no-nonsense kind of spirit. And until now, my brief knowledge of the Loas, of these spirits within the Voodoo pantheon, and my own research from all of them, okay, I'm not saying that I'm too knowledgeable on the rest. I have basic knowledge on Voodoo as a whole, and that includes the spirits within the Voodoo pantheon, but Papa Legba definitely looks like the cream of the crop. I'm not insulting the other Loas, but Papa Legba definitely looks like, if you had to metaphorically choose one as in which you wanted to peg him the best, then yeah, Papa Legba is definitely the best. Other than that, nothing else really, okay? Regarding clairvoyance and esoteric techniques or mastering astral senses and so on, Papa Legba can offer some minor help in that, but that is not his specialty, okay? Again, the thing that you need to keep in mind with Papa Legba is that he offers good fortune and abundance, okay, in daily life. So again, it doesn't matter what you want, just your quality of life overall. You want more money, you want daily life to be less of a drag, and you want things to go smooth in daily life. You want to see things flow, you feel that life is moving at a real pace. Then yeah, Papa Legba will definitely be able to help you out in that department. Oh, let me just check again if there is anything else that I might have overlooked. Like I said, I shot this video on the go, so I forgot to write some things down, but it doesn't matter, okay? Yeah, so just daily life overall, okay? Papa Legba can also do well in terms of getting you attention on the romantic playing field, okay? So that means that if you're a guy or you're a man and you're you a straight man and you simply want to improve your love life, he can definitely also help with that. That's also a specialty of his. Not as good as overall what I just mentioned, but still a good specialty. Let's just say coming in second place regarding attributes and specialties. And yeah, that is it. There's nothing else on Papa Legba. I'm just double checking to see if there's anything that I might have overlooked. No, there is nothing. Okay, that is what it is like. So now you have a general idea on who Papa Legba is, and what he can, in terms of what he can do, and what kind of a spirit he is, generally speaking. And last but not least, let's just, I'm going to, like I said, this video is a bit backwards, you'll have to excuse me for that. But last but not least, I'm just going to discuss his story, okay? I'm going to place the link to the Wikipedia article in the description below, the same way I did with Baron Samedi. His article is even shorter, okay? Just listen to this. Papa Legba is a Loa in Haiti and Voodoo who serves as the intermediary between the Loa and humanity. He stands at a spiritual crossroads and gives or denies permission to speak with the spirits of Guinea, and is believed to speak all human languages. In Haiti, he is the great elocutioner. Legba facilitates communication, speech, and understanding. He usually appears as an old man on a crutch or with a cane, wearing a broad-brimmed straw hat and smoking a pipe or sparkling water. The dog is sacred to him. Legba is synchronized with St. Peter, St. Lazarus, and St. Anthony. Those are all more Christian saints, okay, that are also aligned with spirits. Alternative views: in Benin, Nigeria, and Togo, Legba is viewed as young and virile and is often horned and phallic, and his shrine is usually located at the gate of the village in the countryside. Alternatively, he is addressed as Legba Atibon, Atibon Legba, or Atigbon Legba. And yeah, that is all the information on Papa Legba. But even from that brief description, you can clearly tell that Legba is definitely one of the main spirits in the Voodoo pantheon. And in this context, everything mentioned regarding him, his attributes, as you can see, it aligns well with what it is in reality, based on my own occult research. Okay, it states here that that Legba deals with communication, speech, and understanding. Okay, communication is part of daily life, and again, like all the other pantheons, pagan pantheons, Voodoo is also no different, in the sense that these spirits were simply created, most likely subconsciously, or they were created without the people that created them being aware of the fact that they did so. Okay, so these are just thought forms that have been empowered over time by worship. Okay, and Voodoo is especially prevalent and mainly active in, as far as I know, generally speaking, in Africa and Haiti, since it originated, as far as I know, in Africa. Again, this is my opinion. I'm not sure of this. Okay, this is based on my general knowledge. In any case, from an occult perspective, you can see that Legba's general information aligns well with what he can do occult-wise, realistically. Okay, for anyone that wants to work with him, for any spirit worker that wants to work with him. Again, so let's just summarize. Okay, appearance is almost the same as Baron Samedi. Attribute is also the same. Okay, in the sense that it's lunar, planetary attribute, zodiac-wise too, Cancer. The only difference is the degree. Okay, and the difference in attitude. Legba is friendly. He is willing to help. He is calm, cool, and collective. Whereas Baron Samedi, which I've already discussed, is more malevolent and semi-intimidating at the very least in nature. And Baron Samedi is also overbearing, okay, to keep in mind. Appearance is also the same, like I said, with the exception that Papa Legba is appears more as a Rastafarian man, one that is almost semi-bald. One that is almost semi-bald. So those are the only minor differences, okay? The second thing that I mentioned, the appearance, the Rastafarian bit, is more minor than the first one. The attitude is definitely the most noticeable trait of Papa Legba, which differentiates him from Barun Samedi. And again, like I said, my apologies if I keep mentioning Baron Samedi's name, but again, I have to, since these two are so much alike, Papa Legba and Baron Samedi. But again, they're only alike in appearance and in planetary and zodiacal attributes, or zodiacal and attribute wise, zodiacal attribute and planetary wise. But the difference between them is minor in terms of appearance and definite in terms of attitude. And last but not least, Papa Legba's attributes are and specialties are just abundance and good fortune overall in day-to-day life. If you want to improve your quality of life, Papa Legba is the voodoo spirit for you, okay? And aside from that, he can also improve one's love life significantly. The only drawback to working with him, generally speaking, is that one might notice instability and erraticness in terms of the relationships one has with contacts. We're talking about whether it be a lover or just friends, you name it. In any case, your connections, whether they be friends or lovers, whomever they may be, and whatever part they might play in your life, okay, Papa Legba will, generally speaking, cause some intermittency. It'll cause some instability in order to improve your quality of life. So if someone has to go, then you can definitely expect that person to fall out of your life, or at the very least, most semi-definitely expect that person to fall out of your life, because Papa Legba will see to that. And yeah, that is it. Nothing else. Again, consult the link in the description below if you want to know more about Papa Legba for the link to his Wikipedia article. That is all. Thanks for watching. Bye.